But he also sent a letter to the president, he put it out to the press, asking the president to sign a statement that he will not approve any major legislation passed during lame duck if the American people have spoken by changing the makeup of Congress with a majority of Republicans in at least one house. Now, John Boehner, I think, is realistic enough to realize that the president will never sign that. He sees this as his chance. And they're going for broke. Now that means that the American public has to act incensed, has to stand up on their hind legs in any way possible, in rallies, in demonstrations, in letter writing campaigns, and not grow silent. You must, as one lady over in Ann Arbor, well, she's not in Ann Arbor, she's in Saline, but a wife of a former, very well-known sports figure at the University of Michigan, I won't say her name, but she called up one night, she says, Tim, and she's a very dignified lady, and she says, Tim, I am damn angry and I'm not going away. I'm ready to rumble. That has to be our feelings as well. This is America. With what's going on in the United States government right now, and under the scenes as well, and the planning that's going into place to change this country from a country of liberty and a country of laws to a country of fiat, to a country of a regime, to a country of socialistic motivations. We cannot be satisfied with or acceptance of. I don't know what it means, but right now we have the ability as free American citizens to this point of still standing up and voicing our concern, of having our tea parties. We don't have to go to armed combat as they did in the Revolutionary War. We can do it in the papers. We can do it in the framework of our society. We can do it at town hall meetings. We can stand out in front of our legislators' offices. All of that can be done, having done it right at the ballot box initially. And then we need to make sure our members of the legislature, our new governor, show that they have a strength of character and resolve to control this state as a free, sovereign state. And then you have to have them stand up with members of Congress like myself, who are going to fight for our liberties and for our state's powers, and are going to go to the well of the House chambers if necessary, and call for the removal of some judges if they go the wrong way. Because the Constitution gives us that responsibility.
Good idea.
I think that's what we have to do. It has to be as strong and as vociferous as it can possibly be, whether or not they pass these things or not. And then we don't go away. Hold my feet to the fire as well as the liberals' feet to the fire. Yes, sir.
Just a quick comment regarding cap and trade. I'm in the electric generating business, and cap and trade isn't going to happen, not for a while, for sure. And we watch that real carefully at work because it has a big influence on us. You're not going to see it.
As well as healthcare, they don't have a big impact.
You know, I would agree, but I'm also concerned about lame duck, what they will try to do, even if it's cap and trade light. So hang on. You know, when we can see no movement in doing the legitimate thing and saying, let's go for an all-of-the-above energy plan. A plan like I introduced when I was in the U.S. Congress that said, sure, let's give incentives to new energy sources. Let's encourage wind and solar. Let's encourage biofuels. But let's not neglect petroleum that we have underground, natural gas that we have underground, coal that we have as a Saudi Arabia of coal. Let's not neglect nuclear power. Let's use it all. Because as we use it all, we give ourselves the ability to be independent from the rest of the world, and we give ourselves time to find that new method of providing energy that will be the next best thing to sliced bread. Someone will find it. But let's not handicap ourselves now with putting ourselves in a third world status because someone says that we shouldn't use nuclear. Someone says that we kill birds with our wind generators. Someone says that we shouldn't use coal. Someone says that we shouldn't use natural gas or petroleum-based fuels. I mean, come on. I grew up on the south side of Chicago. I breathed in polluted air from the refineries in Whiting, from the steel mills that I worked at on the south side of Chicago. I breathed in all sorts of stuff that I don't want to breathe again. But I can go back to those same spots in the south side of Chicago now, and I breathe air not unlike what I breathe here. And the Lake Erie doesn't get on fire anymore. It's been cleaned up. Now come on, folks, let's be realistic. We need to move forward. China is, India is, and they're not worried about air quality. We need to be, but we don't have to do what we're doing right now.